Hi everybody. So hopefully you guys can hear me now. I'm in a bathroom, so hopefully, the echo is good enough so you can hear me well. So anyways, just an update. We had the IUI on Saturday and it went well. It went well. Normally, if you recall, I do my IUIs with my doctor's office. My fertility specialist, doctor's, well, I won't say his name, but we do it at his office. And because this cycle was just sort of, the insemination date fell on a weekend, we couldn't use his office because his office closes on Fridays. And, but there's another office, like I said in my last video, that he's affiliated with that he gets to use. And so he's actually, from what we found out Saturday morning, he was actually there Friday, working with some patients there. So, but Saturday when we went and it wasn't him that was working with me, I didn't know he wouldn't be the one working with me. I thought it would be him, but it was another doctor. I didn't know that doctor. I wasn't comfortable with the fact that I didn't know that he wasn't going to be the one. I just assumed he was going to be the one, and already it's awkward enough having to expose yourself to a male doctor, right? And after a while you get to know that doctor and you become more comfortable, but then to sort of get thrown into working with a whole new doctor and someone you're just not yet even comfortable with, but you have to go with it because it's the day of your insemination and you just kind of have to suck it up and go, right? I didn't like that, but anyways, here we are. Suck it up and go, right? So what we had to do was, of course, the usual thing. The one thing that was different with this clinic is instead of handing the specimen to the nurse, we had to put it in this funny little lockbox. And I didn't like that idea because for some reason we were always told to keep the specimen warm until we get it to them, right? And then you're taking it from me and you're telling me to put it into this lockbox. Why was I supposed to to keep it warm all this time if you're just going to take it and put it in some cold lockbox? I don't understand why that is. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense to me. But anyways, this time around my husband's sample was not the best. It was usually pre-wash his samples are in the 200 millions. And post-wash, of course, you lose some. But so far with 2 previous IUIs, I've never been inseminated with less than 200 million sperm. This time around, the insemination happened with 24 million sperm. Although, speaking with our doctor today, really and truly 5 million is all you need, right? But to go from 200 million and up to drop down to 24 million, that was whoa, what the hell happened? And suddenly, you're wondering about your chances for conception, and I don't feel very hopeful. I don't know why. I know you only need 5 million. As long as you have more than that, you're smooth sailing. But I don't feel very confident. With 4 eggs, it's weird. I got more eggs this time, right? But less sperm from him. It's what is going on? Can nothing just happen easily? Nothing freaking works out easily for me. 4 eggs this time. 4 eggs. Okay, maybe not entirely 4 eggs, but 4 eggs for sure ovulated. And this time would have been the time to have all those 100 million sperms. And we happened to come out with 24. It's what in the world is going on? What is this? Anyways, I don't think it happened this time around. As comparing it to my last cycle where I actually got the chemical pregnancy, I don't know at what point I started to get very sort of watery CM, but I remember it came to a point where I was getting a lot of watery CM when I should have been usually dried up, which is usually what happens. I sort of dry up a bit and then go into the creamy CM. All these months of trying, that's what you know, always happened. And so this time around, I'm expecting to see that if I conceive, it'll be the same thing, you know. At some point, I'm gonna get, you know, very watery CM. Now I can't, like I said, I wasn't really checking it much. So it might be that, you know, last time around my watery CM started later, and you know, I wasn't really checking, because funny enough, that's the month I decided I wasn't checking anything. I wasn't checking a thing. And that's the month I ended up being pregnant. So I wasn't checking to see at what day post IUI that I started getting all this watery CM. So I don't know. I cannot really compare this cycle to last cycle and what I'm feeling now and getting now as opposed to last cycle. So I don't know. All I know is right now, okay, maybe TMI, but hey, we're women. We're here sort of supporting each other for this kind of stuff. So I mean, expect to hear certain things to help you understand what I'm going through. So I don't quite understand why women always have to apologize for, oh, you're gonna see my pee, I'm sorry, and oh, I look like crap, sorry. I'm like, we're women, we're all experiencing the same ish. So I don't understand why women always constantly have to feel the need to apologize, but whatever. So right now, when I check, I still have some egg white around like the periphery of my cervix, like there's along my vaginal walls kind of thing, but at the tip of my cervix it's already creamy. So there, I'm out of my fertility week. I know that already. Of course, I ovulated either Friday or Saturday, so I know that was already, you know, the end of things. But yeah, I'm already getting like a creamy CM happening. And the great thing that happened at this clinic is the doctor that I used, which was a different doctor from my usual doctor, he was so good. He was so good at this. Like before I could even think of feeling a pain or anything, this man was already out of me. Like he was already done. Like a minute between him, from me feeling that first initial in my cervix, and then it was done. I was like, wait, are you done? He's like, yeah. I felt like I could see him like moving away from me, although I was trying to like hide my face and just like not see anything, just sort of try to zen out a little bit. But I could sense he was moving away, like he pulled away from my legs. I'm like, wait, are you done? He said he was done in like under a minute. I've never been that in and out in a long time. So the actual procedure took way less time than before. And the actual insemination took longer. Like it was a later time than normally. Normally my inseminations are like 9:30 in the morning. I get there in the morning, I hand over the specimen, 9:30 I'm inseminated. At this clinic, I wasn't inseminated until 10:45. So that was just like, okay. And my husband kept asking like, what's taking so long? You know, like what are they doing in there? But 10:45 is when I actually got inseminated. So anyways, that's the update. I wasn't cramping really at all after this time around. Maybe my body's just getting used to this, or maybe this doctor just has the most gentle hands possible in this whole thing. So anyways, no cramping, so much so that my husband and I were able to have sex again this Saturday night. So Friday morning, Saturday morning, we had the IUI. And Saturday night, we were able to have sex again. Then Sunday morning too. So not Sunday morning, more like Sunday afternoon, early evening kind of time. And like normally, I give my body like a day off after the IUI to like, cause it's kind of painful, you know, kind of crampy. But this time around, it was like nothing. I was just like, yo, I'm not cramping. I'm not in pain. You're gonna maybe, you know, add a few more, you know, spermies in there. So anyways, that's where we are. I'll keep you guys updated as for any sort of symptoms. I'm not gonna really check because I kind of have a feeling that it didn't work this time. 4 eggs or not, it didn't work this time. I don't believe it did. So yeah, I guess that's the end of that, ladies. Till next time. Okay, bye bye.